Okay, so guys, let's continue again. So just to give you some figures, Johnson actually ended up recalling 31 million bottles of Tylenol, and they spent about $100 million to recall the bottles of Tylenol. Okay. In that video, the ethics professor also spoke about Mattel. So Mattel is, for instance, makes Barbie, does Fisher and Price toys for babies and toddlers. So in 2007, Mattel was heavily criticized because they found harmful small magnets that were in the toys, and if like somehow a child could swallow it, it would be harmful to the kids. And initially they denied it. They didn't really want it to recall their toys. They said, it's just an isolated incident. But they then did end up recalling it. So they recalled 20 million toys. And they did also identify a specific factory in China where those 20 million toys were manufactured. And then eventually they were actually praised for the way that they did it. The CEO took personal charge of the problem. And just like Johnson & Johnson, they also communicated and informed any of their customers that these products are being recalled. And they also had a compensation program to their customers where they compensated them for the toy. But it wasn't not a lot of people actually used it. So the Johnson & Johnson and Tylenol example, guys, is still such a relevant example, even 40 years later. Okay, this happened in 1982. So next year, 40 years later, people are still talking just about, not about what happened, but about the way that Johnson & Johnson actually handled this disaster. So just so you know, there was a person that claimed responsibility. He said he wanted $1 million US, and then he'll stop, injecting cyanide into Tylenol, but they couldn't really ever find proof that it was really him. So, I mean, as you guys are probably aware, in disasters, people are sometimes, trying to take advantage of the disaster by trying to claim money from this specific disaster. Okay, so guys, if we continue with the rest of the value statements for today, so what are the benefits of a clear strategic direction? So guys, remember, like I said, what are the benefits of us knowing that we are going to Cape Town? Okay. We are not just getting into a car and just randomly driving and seeing where we're going to end up. Okay. That costs a lot of money. We are not going to have any petrol left. We're going to ruin our budget, and we also won't have any food left. Okay, so it guides human behavior. If all of us know that we're going to Cape Town, we will know what to pack. Okay, so we'll make sure that we have our towels, we have our swimsuits, and just a jacket or two for the windy days. It shapes employee relationships. It can also lead to better performance. It also helps strategy formulation and as well as strategy implementation, because people know where we are going. They know what the purpose of the organization is. It also assists with resource allocation. For instance, if the company is focused on sustainable living, then they know where to put their focus. So they know to maybe look at getting more environmentally friendly resources, and to really promote the fact that they are now focusing on being environmentally friendly. Okay. It also creates confidence because the strategies won't compromise the stakeholder interests. And it also inspires employees. That's why I said yesterday, and I'm going to keep on saying this, guys. It is super important that your employees, and if you are also going to be an employee one day, it's super important to know what the vision and the mission for the company is. Let's say we were driving to Cape Town, but only I knew that we were going to Cape Town. Okay. The rest of you guys will be like, where are we going? We didn't even pack properly. How long are we going? What are we going to eat? What's our budget? You'll end up with people that's quite confused. And that's not what we want. We do not want confused employees, because a confused employee is going to create a confused customer, unfortunately. Okay. And also remember, when your employees are achieving their individual goals, all of those little individual goals will actually create one big goal for the company. I remember I spoke about Ubuntu the other day with other students, so basically what Ubuntu says, it says, I am because we are. So it's about working collectively as a unit. And that's why a lot of South African companies have also incorporated the word Ubuntu into their value system, because companies have realized that as a CEO, as a top management team, you can't just, it's not only you working towards the goal, it's every single person inside of the company. Okay. So guys, obviously we also have challenges. Okay, we can't just, not everything is going to be, is going to always go our way. So there can sometimes be challenges. So there is a view that vision and mission statements have very little tangible value. So people are saying that there's not really any economic value in a vision or a mission. But they also say there's nothing more than a fad, it's nothing more than window dressing. But guys, this is not necessarily true. The only way that it will be true is if managers do not act in accordance with their mission and vision. Okay. So once again, to use an example, let's say we are all going to Cape Town. Everyone's happy because we're going to Cape Town. And then somewhere as we are driving, we are just randomly taking another road. Okay. Everyone thought we were going to Cape Town, but we're actually ending up somewhere else. So a vision and a mission statement has little tangible value if it is not accompanied by corresponding manager behavior. Okay. So guys, this is quite important. Like I've said as well, that you need to walk the talk. And your employees will look at you as the manager. If you as a manager is not honest, what is going to actually get your employee to be honest? Okay. If the employee doesn't know that quality or good customer service is one of the values of the company, then how can they be reprimanded if they do not deliver good customer service? It also needs to be communicated to the stakeholders. Otherwise, your stakeholders won't really buy in. If you, for instance, have a company, once again, that says quality or honesty, those are the type of powerful words that customers are looking for. Okay, they want to buy from a company that is honest. And then it is also not, if it's not coupled with an overall strategic education process. So we need to educate our stakeholders. We need to educate our customers on what our vision, mission, and our values are, who we are as a company. Think about it. If you're starting a new relationship, for instance, you want to tell the person about who you are. Okay. You don't just sit there and just randomly look at each other. You want to talk about, you want to educate them essentially of who you are, what is important to you. And this is the same thing that companies are doing. They are educating their stakeholders about who they are, what is important to them. So guys, and then the last one is we also sometimes need to translate our strategic direction into our operational terms. So this is 3.8. So 3.8. So remember that all statements, so vision, mission, and value statements, needs to be communicated as a set of objectives. Okay. We do not create a mission and a vision statement just for nothing, just to put it on a wall. It must be used as an objective, a goal that we want to reach. And we must be able to measure it. Like Builders, for instance, Builders said we want to handle people with good customer service. We want our employees to be professional. So if you're getting complaints, if you're getting bad reviews, you can see that there's something wrong with that part of the mission. You are not living up to that part of your mission. So you're not reaching that specific objective. Okay. Also, your objectives need to set clear guidelines and also identify individuals that will be responsible to implement those strategies. So if we are talking about like Builders, for instance, once again, of training employees, who's responsible for training employees? Who's responsible for making sure that our employees live up to our mission statement? These objectives can also assist in converting your strategic direction into performance targets. Okay. We want our employees to be professional. We want them to actually deliver a good customer service. And that can be used as a performance target. Did you actually make someone smile today? Okay. That's not really a performance target, but it can be. So were you professional? Was there any specific complaints against a specific person? Sometimes in a company, you'll get one or two people that people are always complaining about, that are not professional, or they slam down the phone, or they are just rude in general. Okay, so then you know that particular person needs a bit more training on being able to reach our combined objective, which is part of our mission statement. And you know that person won't really do that well in that specific performance target. Then, guys, balanced scorecards also aid in translating strategic direction into the operational objectives. So balanced scorecards I want to do with you guys next week. And the reason why I say that is because it is a very foreign idea of what a company can sometimes also do to make sure that they are actually achieving all of their objectives. So I'm actually glad that we are not going to do balanced scorecards today, because that is really something I want to do with you guys in class to make sure that you guys understand it. And then obviously the one thing that's always important is we need a time frame. Okay, so we need to know by when would we like to achieve these specific objectives. Okay, if we want our employees to be professional, we can't say in the next 10 years. You want employees to be professional in the next 10 years. That's way too long. So you can say, for instance, employees have training for 3 months. They have training on ethics, on how to how to be professional, how to deliver a good customer service. And then it's expected of them to then be professional, to deliver a good customer service. Not all objectives are long-term. Okay. So guys, then I also just want to show you. So remember, Krispy Kreme's always there. So their mission, let's do their vision first. So this is the South African one. So they said to be South Africa's favorite sweet treat destination while providing a joyful experience, serving handcrafted donuts made fresh daily. Once again, look at those powerful words. Favorite. We have destination. We have a joyful experience. We have daily, so fresh daily. So they not only wanted to taste nice, they wanted to have a joyful experience. They wanted to experience Krispy Kreme. Okay. And then their mission says to use our unlimited passion and knowledge to create a fun-filled magical experience. So once again, they are talking about an experience. It's not just, they could have said a fun-filled donut, okay, but it's an actual experience. So an experience kind of sets all sorry guys, I just had the word, sets all your senses on fire. Okay, so by serving craveable donuts and premium coffee at value for money and accessible to all. So if we were to critically evaluate Krispy Kreme's mission, is it a fun-filled, magical experience, especially if they have all those cool donuts, like they have Reese. I saw that the Reese donuts, they always have the Christmas donuts. They have those Kit Kats, Lunch Bars, caramel donuts. So it is a craveable donut. I think you guys can agree with me there. Value for money. Some people might disagree a bit on value for money. I do think they have value for money and accessible to all. So this is something that Krispy Kreme had to work on. Remember, initially they were only in shopping centers, and shopping centers that opened at 9 o'clock. Okay, closed at 8 o'clock. So it wasn't necessarily accessible to all outside of those hours. And also, if you didn't live close to a shopping center where Krispy Kreme was, you would also have to drive to a Krispy Kreme. But now they are available at engine garages as well as pick and pays, some pick and pays. So that does increase that accessible to all part of their mission statement. Okay, what are their values? So Krispy Kreme is one of those companies that have a separate mission, vision, and a value statement. Remember, sometimes the values are part of the mission statement. It does depend on the company. So they said consumers are our lifeblood, the center of the donut. Okay, so look how they are bringing the whole donut analogy in. They are the center of the donut. There's no substitute for quality in our service to consumers. Okay, so they're really speaking about high quality. Impeccable presentation is critical wherever Krispy Kreme is sold. So they are really going on about their presentation. We must produce a collaborative team effort that is unexcelled. We must cast the best possible image in all that we do. We must never settle for second best. We deliver on our commitments, and we must coach our team to ever better results. So what they're also saying here is we are always going to try and be better. Okay, they're not saying, you know what, we are happy where we are. They're not saying that. They're saying we are looking for ever better results. Okay, all of these guys are measurable: quality, presentation, a team effort, the best possible image. They are never settling for second best. So all of those are measurable values that they have included into their value statement. Okay, so guys, that is it for today. So I'm gonna stop there. So let's just quickly talk again about the ICE task that you guys have to do for me. So the ICE task is available. Let me quickly okay, so guys, let me just quickly get my VC Learn on again. Okay, so guys, it's under, if you go to more resources, okay, click on more resources, click on ICE activities, there, LAC Learning Unit 2, 15 March. I put 15 March there because it was yesterday's LAC session, okay. So this ICE activity that's there is due on the 15th of April. Please do not wait until the 15th of April, because the ICE activity that I've given you is guaranteed to either be in the test. It was in the test previously, in previous years. It might be in your test, or it can also be, if it's not in the test, it's going to be in the exam as well. Okay. So guys, any questions? Do you guys have anything else that you guys want to ask me? I see I do have a poor connection. I'm just going to quickly try and reload my session, and then we can just, if you guys have any other questions, you can just quickly ask me. Just give me 2 seconds. I just want to reload. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So, do you guys understand the difference between a value statement, a mission, and a vision? Remember, a vision is very full. Okay, it sometimes is a bit vague. Then you have your mission statement. Your mission statement will have a bit more information in, and then you'll have your value statement. So remember, not all companies will normally have value statements. They can sometimes include their value statement in their mission statements. Some companies, I saw one today, I think it's Cadbury. They don't have a mission statement, they have a purpose statement. So a purpose statement is similar to a mission statement. Okay, so guys, if everyone is happy, then this is going to be the end of today's class.